Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we thought we'd do something different.
We did.
Yeah. I should say, picked up a bottle of the Basil Hayden 100% Malted Rye.
Okay, what were your thoughts behind that?
Well, I was very interesting because I always liked the Maysville Club 100% rye, malted rye.
Yeah.
Made by Old Pogue. So we thought, why don't we taste them side by side?
See who wins.
That's right. We'll start with the Maysville Club because I don't think you ever tasted this.
I've never tried this one. When you brought that out, I was really excited. I know about the Old Pogue, but I'm not sure if I've actually had any of it. I think we have tasted some before, but not this particular bottle here. So I'm super excited.
Well, this is the only old bottle of Maysville Club that I have.
Yeah. Oh, but there's other Old Pogue though.
Yeah, there's other Old Pogue.
I think I've tried some other Old Pogue. But yeah, definitely not this one. And we tried the Basil Hayden, and I liked it.
Yeah,
that was good.
It's decent whiskey.
Yeah. So this will be a fun challenge here.
Yeah. So, starting off with the old Maysville Club, 100 proof, bottled and bond, made at the Old Pogue Distillery in Mason County, Kentucky, DSP, Kentucky 15012. Don't believe there's an age statement on this, but I'd be surprised if it was over 4 years old. Maybe 5.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be an extremely old product. But I remember I liked this product quite a bit.
You did?
Yeah. Well, you can tell. Look how much I've drank.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And when you consider how many bottles I have back here.
That's very true. So with the Old Pogue Distillery, and you were telling me a little bit about it earlier. Really kind of smaller.
Oh yeah, they make. It's been years since I've been there, so I need to go back and visit them again. But John Pogue, their distiller, it's a family-owned distillery. Mm-hmm. They got back into the business because they wanted to revive the old family brand. So they built a small distillery, and the last time I was there, they were making about 3 barrels a week.
Wow.
Maybe 4.
Compared to like a bigger guy who's making how many?
Oh, well, Jim Beam makes 3 barrels in 2 seconds. But John Pogue is an excellent distiller. Mm-hmm. Makes great whiskey. This here is one of his products that I really liked and everything. So I want your opinion on it. What do you think?
All right.
This is something I've had this bottle probably since before you started tasting with me.
Wow.
Or officially tasting with me, I should say.
Right. Yeah. Oh, here, let me.
Oh, I get a lot of ryegrass.
Mm-hmm. It immediately punches you with that rye.
A little bit of that malted milk ball type note.
Mm-hmm. Maybe some kind of green apple.
Yeah. Green apple or pear.
Yeah.
Just a hint of spices, but I'm not sure.
Oh, now I'm like nosing a little more. I'm getting a nice peach note.
Okay.
All right, yeah, this smells great.
Spice, I'm going to say baking spices, but it's kind of unclear as exactly what it is. Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I'm leaning like towards the cinnamony.
Yeah. Maybe allspice, it kind of a cinnamon.
Yeah, allspice. Yeah, And
there's just a hint of oak, too.
Yeah, it smells wonderful.
So let's take a sip. Oh, that's good.
That is good. You know what it kind of reminds me of? A little Leaper's Forky kind of in the rye. It's got that. I'm assuming it's pot still.
Yeah.
So you get kind of like that.
Well, it's a combo still.
Combo still?
Yeah, a pot with a small column on top of it.
So I'm getting like that. With a lot of like pot still ryes, I get like that peachy note that
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting peach, like you said.
Yeah. It's like peaches and cream with with like that allspice.
Yeah.
It's a great. I love the spice on this one. It's really good.
A little bit of that ryegrass,
Yeah.
some rich vanilla, almost a caramel, but not quite.
Not quite. You're right. Yeah, it's definitely a rich vanilla.
Maybe like a French vanilla.
Yeah.
French vanilla ice cream, you've had that, real rich vanilla.
Yeah.
Just a hint of oak. It's damn good whiskey.
It really is. Yeah. All right.
It's too bad I had this bottle so long. We throw it in for whiskey of the month. Maybe I need to get another bottle.
Yeah. You need to go visit the distillery.
Mm-hmm.
Peaches and cream.
Yeah, it really enhanced that peaches.
Yeah. Oh man, that's delicious. Or like a peach pie almost.
Yeah.
It
peach
is that.
cobbler with a little bit of cinnamon on it.
Mm-hmm. That's delicious.
Dash of vanilla ice cream a la mode.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. I mean, it does encompass all those flavors. It's very, very good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Surprised you've been holding out on me for so long with this bottle.
Hey, I haven't been holding out. We just got so many things other to do.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Let's try the pecan and see what it does. That enhanced vanilla until it becomes a caramel.
Mm-hmm. Riching that up, gave it it's still kind of like an all-spicy thing, but now there's like a hint of cardamom working its way in for me. There's like a little citrusy note there. Peach took a little step back, but man, the finish is so good.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it kind of holds that spicy finish with just a little bit of oak. Just keeps it warm enough to where it's not overpowering, but it just kind of sits there and lingers in a nice, pleasant way. Yeah, man, it's good stuff.
good stuff. Let's try out the dark chocolate.
That peach is back, baby.
Yeah. So is the caramel.
Yeah, that's so good with the caramel and the peach.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like a peppery finish now. Like this, yeah.
I would definitely say a little bit of a black pepper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would say for that one, I love the peach note in that one.
Yeah.
It's just it's so delicious, especially with the cream, like the peaches and cream, and like you said, like with the a la mode vanilla ice cream. I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's amazing.
So let's try it against the Basil Hayden 100% malted rye. It's only 80 proof. So it's going to be losing out on the proof.
Right.
But I don't know if they put an age statement on this.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know we tasted this one a couple days ago, but I can't remember if there was an age statement on it or not.
Don't believe there is.
Okay. But I thought
this could very well be only a 4 or 5 year old whiskey as well.
Okay.
So, and at 80 proof.
Which already is tough because 80 proof is so low. You know, like.
And I'll be honest with you, I'll be surprised if it beats the Maysville.
I can already say it's probably not going to. Like I think Basil Hayden does suffer from the proof. But I will say, like, when we tasted this a few days ago, this is one of the better Basil Haydens that I had.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because basically, when I first went back in the mid-1990s when they introduced the small batch collection, they had a tasting at the Seelbach Hotel with Booker Noe and Paul Bacall. And they were saying at that time that Basil Hayden was such a low proof, and it was designed to appeal to Canadian whiskey drinkers.
Okay.
You know, Canadian whiskey drinkers, in my opinion, that's my opinion now, don't
Oh, do we want to say this?
is that it's a blended whiskey for a reason. It's to hit the lowest common denominator to make people, the most people that can drink it.
Mm-hmm.
And that tends to make it bland.
And more approachable, right?
And more approachable.
To a new, like somebody that's new to whiskey or something.
Right.
So it's like an entry kind of thing, right?
Right.
As well.
And to me, the original Basil Hayden, that I kept that opinion from day one when I first tasted it there with Paul Bacall and Booker Noe. It was a brown vodka.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit of flavor, then gone.
Yeah.
You know, it just wasn't that great of a whiskey. But let's try this, see what we think.
All right.
I get ryegrass. God, such a light nose.
It's a light nose.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to heat it up a little.
Yeah.
Just to,
I'm with you on that.
you know, this is something that we do to heat it up, is to hold the glass against your body and let it heat up, covering it, and it'll heat the whiskey and cause a little bit more vapor to come forward. And
So do you think?
matter of fact, another hint: smell the back of your hand. It'll reset your taste, your nose bud sensories.
There you go.
Yeah,
Now we're
that's
getting some stuff.
better. I'm getting vanilla, a hint of ryegrass.
Citrusy note.
Yeah, maybe, if you want to call it that. Just a little bit of spice. But
You're really fighting to find something.
Yeah. A little bit of oak. That's about it.
All right.
So let's take a sip. You're right. It's better than its noses.
It is better than, yeah.
Definitely, I get ryegrass.
You can tell it's a rye, at
Yeah.
least, you know.
You get a vanilla. I get a little bit of that citrus.
Just a hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hint of like maybe like some maybe
Lemon zest,
marshmallowy
maybe.
and yeah, like a little, it's sweet enough to have a little marshmallowness, and then then the lemony citrusy notes are coming through, but it's very muted. Like
the spice once again is unknown baking spice, maybe.
right.
That's about it. That's about all I can say about it.
So I guess like if it's meant to be for people that are either like just trying to get into whiskey and that, you know, they're not ready for all, you know, like the 100 proof and on yet. Like, do you think this is a product that is viable and so popular because of that reason? It's because it's just,
it must be.
It's easier. It's just easy to drink because it's because it's more bland and
Right.
like the things.
Yeah,
that, like,
and frankly, I think
there.
most of the people that drink this are going to drink it with Coke anyway.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's a cool looking bottle though.
Yeah.
I've always really appreciated the bottle.
Well, let's see if a cranberry brings anything out.
Yeah, I think so. It kind of made it a little bit more like almost like a vanilla latte with a hint of like a little bit of berry in there, and then just like a limoncello. You know, like there's some lemon in there.
Yeah.
But it's very muted.
I agree that the cranberry helped.
Yeah.
I get a little bit more vanilla, I'm getting a little bit more of that lemon zest.
But if I'm honest, like, it tastes more like cranberry than it does whiskey. Because I think the cranberry's flavor overpowers the whiskey. You know?
Yeah.
So, let's try it with a pecan.
Yeah, try with the pecan. Yeah, it definitely made it better.
Made it better. Gave us some coffee notes, which I like. Yeah, that was much better. Yeah,
a little coffee note, much richer vanilla. A little bit, I will have to say that the spice actually comes through a little bit better, and I definitely say it's a little bit on the. Maybe a little black pepper.
Yeah, I could go with that. It definitely brought out what you wanted to get from the bottle,
Yeah.
There's some flavor there. So, yeah, I think with the pecan, not bad.
Not bad at all. Let's try with the dark chocolate.
That wasn't bad either.
No.
I think that black pepper really comes through even more on that.
Yeah. And the caramel.
And the caramel. There's some caramel in there. Yeah. I thought that was pretty good with the chocolate.
I'm sorry, though. The Maysville still beats it.
Oh, man. It's just so pungent.
Yeah.
With that peach.
Oh, yeah, now that it's opened up a little bit, the peach really comes through on the nose.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's really good.
So
I'll be keeping this one.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to say, old Maysville Club Rye makes it for me.
I agree 100%. What a pleasant surprise. We're going to have to go to that distillery now pretty soon and say hey to the Pogue family. And
John Pogue.
Yeah. And just buy up everything they got in there. Yeah, this is really good. If you haven't
they
tried
make great
anything from
whiskey.
them. I'm not sure, how far of a reach they got since they're such a small place, but
I believe their distribution is still mostly in Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, the surrounding states.
okay. Yeah, if you're right. Yeah.
Because, they are such a small distillery.
Yeah. But, I
mean, their bottling line is that the family gets together and they bottle.
That's awesome. It's a cool family. But I mean, it just, we put up against Basil Hayden, which is very well known, very popular product. And for me, it kind of blew it out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
So that just goes to show some of these smaller distilleries they're rocking and you never hear of them because of the distribution, you know. So if you're around the area.
And to be honest with you, old Maysville Club, the old Pogue distillery, the old Pogue family, they're doing it mostly just to keep the family distilling heritage alive.
And the love of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're selling everything they make. And that's all they're interested in. They aren't interested in, selling 1 million cases. They don't make 1 million cases.
Right.
But they are interested in selling what they got and making a small profit. They want to make a small profit. But it is probably a very small profit. Mm-hmm. I'd be surprised if the individual family maker members here are making more than $1,000 a year off of the whiskey at the
So
end.
they're literally just doing it for the passion and love of keeping the
keeping the
Pogue
family
alive.
name alive.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. What
You know, and I respect them for that. And
Yeah.
they got a very rich heritage.
That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're around the area, check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Give it a look see. I mean, it's really good stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So always remember to drink responsibly. And if you like this video, please hit subscribe if you don't already subscribe. And please leave a comment. We're always trying to answer all the comments that you get.
That's right.
And till then, to John Pogue and Old Maysville, I think you're the number one here today.
That's right.
Cheers.
Cheers.